Hi, good morning. I sort of woke up and just started running and walking. I hope you guys are full of love and peace. Here's the ocean. Well, that's it. I just wanted to say hi. Not really. Part of it's that. I'm just waiting to see what else is meant to be said. Oh my gosh, I'm feeling raindrops. There's not a cloud? Well, there are clouds in the sky. That is going to be one fast run home if it starts raining. I was thinking a little bit just now about forgiveness and just how free you feel when you forgive people. That doesn't mean excuse. Believe me, I've thought about it a lot. It doesn't mean you're excusing anyone. It just means here's their debt that they had to me, or that I thought they had, or whatever. And I just give that up to the divine. I give that up to divine. When you do that, it's like letting go of control. Before, you were trying to control, and it's just, don't get mad at yourself. It's just a repetition from childhood, a subconscious thing, because we wait for our parents in a way. We wish when we're little, we're little kids down here, like a little 4-year-old wants their mom and dad to love them, and if they don't feel love, it's like all we can do is keep waiting and waiting for it to happen. And so when we grow, this is how I understand it, at least, when we grow up, and get bigger and taller, then when other people don't give us love, or our idea of love, sometimes they are loving us and we don't take it as that. We want them to give us something else, so we can be indignant and mad about how they didn't indulge us like we indulge ourselves. But we can also be mad, if they didn't love us the way we wanted them to, the way we longed to have in childhood. And mad, I was taught by this lovely Jewish man that was my supervisor and mentor in Montreal when I did my internship there, Dr. Surkis, Surkis. Mad backwards is damn. And so it's like you can always tell when you stay mad at someone, you're waiting for them to give a damn about you. You're waiting for them to care more for you, to love you more, to invest more. But if Jesus, in like his mystic teachings and high consciousness and all sorts of other religions call us to forgive, what does that mean? And forgive over and over and over. Well, I understand this, as a psychologist to mean, and as a person in my own life, to mean, stop holding on to this debt. If you're holding on to this debt, you're like, I insist you have to pay this. This is clouding your life. It's stopping you from moving on. It's keeping you down. If we want enlightenment and enlighten, to go up and up, to lighten our load, to let go of things, then it's a gift. It's a gift that we're asked to forgive. It's not about the other person. It might be. No, I mean, it's not. But it's like, yes, they'll feel it, when you forgive. I'm sure they probably will. Because we're all connected. We're like the internet, And so what Dr. Circus taught me is you give love beforehand. You give love before they've earned it, before they've fixed it. You're not saying it's okay. You're not saying it's okay that I'm without. You're saying I'm going to stop waiting for this person to bring me what I always needed. And what you needed was just love. And how is holding on to this debt, It's like if I block myself from the sun, I'm blocking myself from love. Because I have this list of you need to do this, and it's blocking me from the sun. But when I just let it go and give it all up to divine love and just say, hey, you know what? You take care of this. I want love in my life. And I waited for my parents to get it because that's what I thought I had to do as a child. And I've been waiting for these other people to get it. And I'm tired of waiting, I'd rather just have love and be in love. I live in love. Why not? Why not do that? I know it sounds simple, but the other thing too is with yourself, There are plenty of things that I've done wrong or poorly or not according to the highest love, and my ignorance or whatever. And, it's about forgiving yourself too. It's like, here are all the debts I owe myself and I owe other people. If there's a way for me to apologize to other people, then, let me always be willing to do that. Not take on their bad. Just, hey, I recognize I was not loving in this way. I was being reactive. I was being protective of myself. I didn't trust. That good would come, that love would live, and whatever it is. Dr. Circus would say not to say I'm sorry, actually, but he would say change your behavior, walk in a more loving way. Your behavior is what will speak to them about your true contrition, Walk in a different way. Only because well, I'll let you contemplate that. And I was looking at Christ this morning. I was like, what? It was something like, how did you do that? And it's like, he's on the cross, he's saying, forgive them, they know not what they're doing. People don't know what they're doing when they're giving themselves over to something that's not love. when we walk around thinking we're in lack internally, you know? People think that externally or internally or both. Then I hear that song, I think it's Depeche Mode, it's like, grabbing hands, grab all they can, everything counts in large amounts. And so we get our grabbing hands, you know, and we grab what we can because we don't feel like we'll have enough, because we just imagine that it will be all over again, our childhood. So for me, sometimes I've imagined, it's like if we're all connected, you know, one time I just imagined, oh, and it was 11:11, that there are like tubes connecting us all, and I just asked Divine Love, like, clear that out, put this golden sunlight, you know how sun, it's like if there's something wet and muddy, the sun can come and dry it out. Let's say there's a diamond underneath, and then you can just dust off the dirt, you know, that I just ask the Divine Love to, like, I just imagined for me that one time, well, I've done it a few times, to just clear all of the connections out between me and everybody with the golden sunlight. That is Divine Love. That's just how I envisioned it in that moment. But not trying to control it, just give it to Divine Love. I'm tired of holding on to these debts. I wish love to everybody. I wish truth and freedom to everybody, that people aren't controlled by things that are not of love. All right, I think that's it.